What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. On today's episode, we're going to break down the latest with Justin Fields. Seems like Justin Fields may be a go for Sunday. And then we're going to talk about some of the things to look out for in this game against the Green Bay Packers coming up this Sunday. We're going to get into all that plus more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, Bears fans. So after practice yesterday, seems like Justin Fields was a full participant in practice. He also looked like himself is what the reports were. So it seems like as much as me, some other Bears fans and other things would have liked to see Justin Fields just be shut down for the rest of the season, it seems like Justin Fields will be playing against the Green Bay Packers if we're listening to how things went in practice on Thursday. So continue to monitor that. What that does mean is that, especially if Justin Fields looks like himself, is that this does increase the Bears' chances hugely against the Green Bay Packers, as Justin Fields is one of the most not only exciting Bears players, but one of the most exciting players in the NFL right now. So, I know that there's injury concerns. I'm still going to have those concerns myself. I do not expect anybody to all of a sudden drop their feelings and thoughts on Justin Fields if his availability for the rest of the season. But at the end of the day, it's this, right? If this team does play him, I'm going to trust that they are doing so with the best interest in Justin Fields in mind. The fact that they set him out when he wanted to play last week, and just they brought him along slowly in practice as well. If he is going to be a full participant yesterday in practice as well as today, things leading up to Sunday, more than likely Justin Fields is going to go ahead and play Sunday's game. And so I know a lot of Bears fans are excited to hear that. I know a lot of NFL fans in general are excited to that. And we have now possibly our starting quarterback in what we're labeling here at Chicago Bears Central, our Super Bowl in a lot of ways, as this is the last matchup against the Green Bay Packers this season, and very well may be the last time we see Aaron Rodgers, as I would hope so. I wouldn't even be mad at that. That's maybe a little bit of hopefulness on my side of things, but let me know what you guys think. With what came out yesterday, it sounds like Justin Fields looked pretty good in practice, looked pretty healthy in practice. Has this calmed some of your concerns about Justin Fields playing in this game, playing for the rest of the season? Like I said, we're still not fighting for anything. But with that being said, I am excited to see Justin. I still, in my mind and heart of hearts, I honestly still wish they would let Justin Fields sit the rest of the season. But I know at the end of the day, they pay people who are supposed to be a lot smarter than me. So to make these decisions, and at the end of the day is this: if he is healthy, if those injury concerns of those partially torn ligaments in that shoulder have healed up to the point to where the medical staff, Justin Fields, our front office, the coaching staff are all confident in his ability to come into this game and not risk another major injury, then I'm going to trust in that. Now, if we see it, if he doesn't look like himself out on the field come Friday, then I'm going to be pissed off. And as many Bears fans should and probably will be, and voice their opinions on it. But we'll see how it goes. At the end of the day, I do think that they have enough checks and balances in place. They understand what Justin Fields means to the future of this team, what it means for Ryan Poles as he looks forward in this offseason to build out this team a little bit more. They understand that. So if everybody's all in alignment and does trust that Justin Fields is going to be in this game and be able to play in this game without hurting himself even further, then, hey, listen, who am I to disagree with that? I'm going to wait and see it. I'm going to watch it on the field. So we'll see what that means for the Chicago Bears. And so if Justin Fields does play in this game, yesterday I gave my predictions for this offense and what I wanted to see this offense do without Justin Fields. Not that that changes hugely. We still need going to be a heavy run game. David Montgomery still needs to have a big game for the Chicago Bears team. And I hope he has a big game as well. As the Bears, I hope they're a little bit more restricted, I would think, or just kind of keeping the amount of design runs for Justin Fields maybe down to minimum. There were sometimes he was running the ball 18 times a game. Maybe that goes down to maybe about 8 to 10, and rely on your running backs a little bit more in that. So we still need David Montgomery to have a big game. I'm also looking for this one now with Justin Fields playing. Chase Claypool being available is even more important. I do think that Chase Claypool could get his first touchdown as a Chicago Bear in that passing game. And so hopefully that's true. This is a game where, even though they haven't had time to really work out that chemistry, maybe we see them kind of develop some on the fly out of just necessity in this game with Darnell Mooney being out in this game. I think Dante Pettis is going to be out as well. So hopefully we see that come along for this offense as well here. And then, lastly too, Byron Pringle coming into this game, coming into the season, I should say, for Byron Pringle, we were very high on him here at Chicago Bears Central. He said all the right things. It got you excited. But Byron Pringle versus Nixon on that Green Bay Packers side, that matchup, considering Nixon is an undrafted rookie cornerback, hey, listen. The veteran in Byron Pringle, if anybody's going to take advantage of that matchup with the Byron Pringle speed and his route running, he could. Again, not necessarily saying he's going to be a huge game there, but that could be a matchup that they do look to exploit in that game. And then outside the offense, we're talking a lot about offense. Having Jaquan Brisker back in this game, Jaquan Brisker, Jack Sanborn, do they continue just their playmaking ability on the defense for the Chicago Bears team? Again, you guys know I called for. By the way, get them FGBs in the chat because you already know what that means. Let's get that in the chat along this one as well. But on that defensive end, Jaquan Brisker, Jack Sanborn, they have emerged as the biggest two playmakers for the Chicago Bears since the departure of Roquan Smith and Robert Quinn. And so we need to see them have big games as well to help mitigate this team. They're going to try to run the ball. They're going to try to pass the ball against us. Aaron Rodgers is going to try to do his thing. Jaquan Brisker is going to be a huge important part of that. Kyler Gordon, if he plays as well. We know we're missing Eddie Jackson in this game. We are missing some serious veterans and firepower on both sides of the ball. So the players that are in there, how do they show out? How do they show up for the Chicago Bears team? This is the one. This is the one that we had circled. Me, Bobby, C-Dub have all said, if this is the last game that the Bears win this season, that's it. That's enough for me. I know, it's not going to be enough in the future, and call me petty is what it is, but those cheeseheads got to go down. And so we need to see big games from certain players with this team. Don't know if Treston Ebner is going to get another chance at that running back position to get heavy carries at all because of just the way he did not shine or dazzle at all in his time. The special teams as well. Can the special teams not hurt us? Can we walk away from the game where the special teams just does what the special teams does and is supposed to do? With Dante Pettis being out as well, does that mean that Velus Jones is going to be back to returning kicks and punts? And if he is, can he hold on to that? Can he hold on to the ball to be a threat and a weapon of helping the Bears get better field position? This is not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, which I don't think anybody says it is. There are no easy games for the Chicago Bears, especially with how that defense has played a lot here recently in the back half of the season. But at the end of the day, it's this. This Chicago Bears team is going into Green Bay, and if they can pull out a win in that's going to be huge for us. That is what we want to see from this team. And, it'll go a long way. This is one of the greatest rivalries of all the sports, as the Chicago Bears versus the Green Bay Packers, much less professional sports. What can the Chicago Bears do against the Green Bay Packers? And so, and I said they're going into Green Bay. We're not going into Green Bay. We're at home in Chicago at Soldier Field. More, even bigger stakes on there. Can we get a win at Soldier Field against the Green Bay Packers to go ahead and wrap this season up? And it's not wrapping up. We still got 4 games left after this one, but you guys know what I mean. It's the Super Bowl for us. So really looking forward to this matchup, what the Chicago Bears can do. And now we got a positive report on Justin Fields. We can start now kind of looking forward to seeing our quarterback, see what our quarterback does against a team like the Green Bay Packers. And hey, if we can send the Packers home with a loss, more power to them. But let me know what you guys think on everything down below. Me, C-Dub, and Bobby will be back tomorrow with the prediction show where we'll go over exactly what we want to see from the offense, defense, scores predictions, all that heading into the game on Sunday. Let me know what you guys think about everything down below. Make sure you're following the show at Chi Bears Central. You can also send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and our voicemail, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related. And like I like to end everything on, bear down. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.